Hello everyone, welcome to our new class. Thank you for coming. Today we are going to talk about a reading text. But before we are going to begin, I want to share something with you. As you can see, I'm really sick right at the moment, and I have some problem with my voice, and I want you to ignore it. I'm really sorry about that. Let's continue. So here I have a reading text, but before we are going to read the text, we have some warm-up questions and some things that we should examine before we read the text. Let's begin. So do you know Rome? Where is Rome? Have you do you have any idea? Have you ever heard about Rome? It's in Italy, in Europe. You must have heard. Uh, it's a city of Italy, and it has many um, historical and cultural and religious richness. And we are going to talk about this today. We have two warm-up questions. It's totally different from uh, the Italy, the Rome, but have you ever visited another city for a short vacation, and what do you usually do when you visit a new city? I want you to think about it before we read the text. We all have been some short vacations, uh, and we have visited different cities, and we take photos, we visit some historical old places. Those are the common things. And but in the text we have some specific places that we should have some idea. And here you can see we have places like have you ever heard Vatican and the Sistine Chapel, as you can see right in the left of the page. Sistine Chapel, and there are some statues, and also in the first photo we have Colosseum. You must have heard about it because we have in here in Turkey a Colosseum. And so think about those things, because uh, in reading text we are going to talk about these things. Those are the places that in the Rome, in the Italy, and they are really, really important. So let's read the text. It's a short, really short text. It has only 3 paragraphs, and it's called A Weekend in Rome. Let me read first, then we just talk about it. Last weekend, I visited Rome for the first time. I arrived on Friday afternoon and checked into a small hotel near the city center. On my first evening, I walked around the historic streets and enjoyed a delicious pizza in a local restaurant. On Saturday morning, I visited the Colosseum. It was amazing to see such an ancient building. After that, I went to the Roman Forum and took lots of photos. In the afternoon, I relaxed at a cafe and tried some famous Italian coffee. On Sunday, I visited the Vatican and saw the beautiful St. Peter's Basilica. I also walked through the Vatican museums and saw the Sistine Chapel. In the evening, I bought some souvenirs and took a taxi to the airport. It was a short trip, but I had a wonderful time in Rome. So, as you can see, he or she, I'm gonna say he, has visited different places. Some of them, like Colosseum, are historical places, and some of them, like St. Peter's Basilica, Sistine Chapel, and Vatican museums, are more religious, cultural rich, has religious cultural richness. It's a 3 day, right? It has 3 or 2 day. 2.5 day trip, and I want you to check all of them again, and we are going to make some activities, do some activities, and we'll just examine all of the text. So let's get into the activity. The first activity is true or false. So we are going to understand, are these sentences true or false uh, by looking to the text. So here we have text, and we'll read the sentence. The writer stayed in a hotel far from the city center. Is this true or false? Let me see. I arrived on Friday afternoon and checked into a small hotel near the city. Here we have near the city, and it is our keyword near. So this one is false. The second one, the writer visited the Colosseum on Friday. So let me see. The writer arrived on Friday afternoon, but yes, he visited the Colosseum on Saturday morning. So this one is also false. The writer took many pictures at the Roman Forum. Let me see, is that right? After that, I went to the Roman Forum in the second paragraph and took lots of photos. It's right. So this one is, the third one is true. The fourth one is the writer visited the Vatican on Saturday. Let me see, is that right? On Saturday morning? No. He visited on Sunday. So this one is also false. The fifth and the last one, the writer enjoyed his trip to Rome. So we can see this at the end of the last paragraph. It was a short trip, but I had a wonderful time in Rome. So this one is true. After that one, I have another activity, which is for matching the words. Here you can see we have 2, 4, 5 words. Sorry about that. We have 5 words, and I want you to understand the meaning of them and match them together. We have heard basilica, which is, let me go back to the reading text and see you. Let me look for you. I visited the third paragraph. I visited the Vatican and saw the beautiful St. Peter's Basilica. So what it could be? Let me see the meanings. Very tasty, very old, became calm and comfortable, something you buy to remember a place, a large important church. So what do you think about the meanings of, and what do you think, which one is the true one? Yes, here we have a large important church, because there are some keywords that you should take from the paragraph. He visited Vatican and saw the beautiful St. Peter. What is that mean, St. Peter? It means Aziz Peter. So it gives us, it's a large important church. So souvenir, here we have souvenir in the second paragraph, right? Can you see? I can see. Yes, in the third paragraph, we have in the evening I bought some souvenirs and took a taxi to the airport. Souvenir may be, which one? What do you think? Which one may be a souvenir? I think is that very tasty, very old, became calm and comfortable, or something you buy to remember a place? Yes, the last one is the souvenir. Souvenir means hediyelik eşya. Ancient, you know, ancient. Ancient is very common word, and it's a word in your level. It means very old. Delicious means, you already know that, delicious food, delicious dessert. It means very tasty, relaxed. We also use it in Turkish, as you know. Relaxed means became calm and comfortable. So we have today read a text and talk about the text, do some activities, and last one. So here we have a question. We are going to finish our lesson after this question. I want you to give you this as a homework. If you could take a weekend city break, where would you go and why? Also, I want to add another question to this. Uh, and uh, what would you like to do in that city? I want to see your homeworks in the next week. Thank you for joining my class, and that's it for today. Thank you for listening to me, and I'm really sorry again about my voice, about my uh, sickness, and see you next week. Goodbye.